Hello everybody, this is Ivox here. I'm here to talk to you about sugarcane, how to plant it, how to harvest it, and some tips and tricks for you on your playthrough. So let's get started. Okay, now the first step in sugarcane is to plant it. So we're going to go ahead and look at the three planters in sugarcane technology. Now the first planter requires 130 horsepower, does just about 5,000 liters, and it only does one roll. Now, the second one requires 200 horsepower, does even more at 12,000 liters, but still only does one roll. Now, the third and final planter requires 200 horsepower, does 9,400 liters, so just about 9,500, and it does two rolls. Now, I recommend using this planter because it does two rolls, and planting sugarcane takes an extremely long time. Now, just like potatoes, sugarcane uses itself to plant. So you need a pallet to start. So I would go over to the shop and buy one, like so. And then, seeing how I have everything already set up, is you just back up to the planter itself and you hit your refill button. I have two of them already set up, so this thing's gonna get filled up real quick. You can use a front loader to lift up the pallet and reload the sower. You can use the sugarcane tipper to tip the sugarcane back into the sower, and you'll be good to go. So I already have a field up and going, so let's head over there and I'm going to show you how to plant and maybe some tips and tricks on how to get it done faster. So let's get over there. Okay, so now we're at my farm and I want to show you just the basics and how to get this started. Is you lower it and then you unfold it. Then you want to turn it on. Well, now you want to turn it on and then you just drive straight. Now the thing about this is it only does two rolls at a time, so this is going to take an extremely long time to do. So what I recommend to do is to get another tractor. And now, depending on your field, you might not want this, but if you have a massive field, then yes, you can get two tractors, have one go on either side, and then start them up. Now, I'm going to let this run for a minute and then allow it to plant, and then we'll be back after it's unplanted to show you how to harvest it and what to do with that next. Okay, now while we're waiting for the field to grow, let's talk about the harvesting for a second. We're going to go back to sugarcane technology and talk about one of the methods in harvesting. You're going to need this SWT7. It only requires 100 horsepower, but I recommend at least a medium-sized tractor, and I'll show you just a second. And then you can take one of these tippers, one of these three tippers I would recommend, and then you can hook it up to the back of the actual harvester to get started. So let me show you that real quick. You back up your tractor like so, then you connect it, and then you connect the harvester to the actual tipper. All right, and then you can extend it and harvest. And what will happen is it will just run alongside your tractor and it'll dump into the tipper. But let's talk about this guy right here. Now this big boy harvester is about 300, let's see, let's say 349,000. It has 358 horsepower, but it doesn't have the ability to have its own internal storage. So what you end up having to do is take the actual harvester and run it across the field and have a truck or a tipper right next to it so it can tip the sugarcane into it. So I'm going to continue to wait for this sugarcane to grow. It's been taking a while, and we'll get back to you and I'll show you all the goodies when it's done. So stay tuned. Okay, now we're back and the field is grown and ready to harvest. Now this took about 2 days to grow, like 2 in-game days to grow. That took a lot longer than the usual crop, but let me show you the first step in harvesting with this little contraption here. So we're going to go on the side of the field, hit H, let the worker go, and what he's going to do is he's going to take the first roll and he's going to grind it up and put it into the tipper. Now, some side notes on harvesting sugarcane: you do not actually need to replant it. It will actually regrow up to 3 times depending on if you have plowing on or off in your game. So This will regrow after about 2 in-game days after you harvest it, as long as you don't need to replow the field. So let's see. We're gonna let this guy finish up the first roll, and then we're gonna go and I'm gonna show you how the sugarcane tipper works. So looks like he's done. Turn him off because he's fired. Then we're gonna go over to my truck I have over here. First, we're gonna fold it up. We're gonna line it up, and the cool thing about this tipper is it lifts up, and it can tip over, like so. Now, another side note about sugarcane, it's high volume. So you're gonna want some sort of system like this where you have a big tipper waiting on the side, and you're gonna use that one for transporting. So I'm gonna move this guy into position for the big guy. So we're gonna move him on the other side of the field where I have the big harvester set up. I'm gonna show you how that one works out. There's actually like a back arm to the harvester that kind of swivels out and it pours it into the harvester. So let's see, right here, I'm gonna jump out, go ahead and hire this guy. He's already extended, let him do his thing, and then we're gonna get back into the truck. And come on, go, there you go, there you go. Do I need to go forward? All right. And it's just like if you ever done chaff, you ever made silage, it's the exact same thing just for sugarcane. He's gonna go down, do 2 rolls at a time, and he's gonna dump the stuff that he's harvesting into the tipper on the side. Just like so. Now it only does 2 rolls at a time, so this field, it's gonna take a while to do this field. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to do this field. I wanted to show you what it was like to sell a full one, but I can give you like a rough estimate. I had a tipper like this full. It sold for about, I want to say 14,000, maybe a little bit up if you get a better price. 14,000 is about the price of a full tipper like this. The prices aren't too great, but then again, this is a high volume resource. I sold mine at 250, one of those tippers, at about 14,000. Let's see, this one's at 270, so you can get a little bit more for a full tipper. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please hit that subscribe button or that follow button, or leave a comment down below. Let me know how the video was. Oh, don't be too hard. This is my first tutorial, so have a great day. Bye bye.